Hi guys, welcome to Thruzone.com. This is Mohit Soni. Right in front of you is the Skoda Rapid TSI Automatic. Yes, we are going to keep it brief because we've driven the manual version and told you about it. Here we're going to focus mostly on the gearbox, and we'll still let you know what are the details in brief. And let's begin with the design. And we're finally seeing a brand new color, at least with the test car here, which is brown. And usually as far as I remember, since 2016 all we've been getting is the Monte Carlo versions to test ride. This is the style variant and it's in this toffee brown color, which looks quite impressive. The front end has this nice black grille, very big LED DRL equipped headlamps. You've got fog lamps here, and going to the side you can see these new alloy wheels, which are pretty similar to the Monte Carlo version, but they're not diamond cut. You've got this chrome belt line running around here and here. And coming to the back, it remains the same design. The tail lamps also continue to be the same. They are not LED units. And at the front you do get projector lamps, but they are still halogen equipped and not LED lights. The only LEDs you're getting here is the DRL, and that is one of the many reasons, one of the many features that continue to be on the miss on the Skoda VW group of cars. Getting inside the cabin, as you can see, this is the beige and black interior that has been in the style variant since a very long time. It continues to be seen here. You've also seen the instrument cluster, which is also the same as before. You get the time, the gear shift lever along with the gear shift indicator along with trip, odometer and a distance to empty, and that's the headlamp switch. The steering is obviously available for reach and rake, which is still a miss in most cars in this segment. You also get all windows up and down power, which is great. A very large glove box which has illumination and chilled, along with the aux and USB port over there. Sadly it's not here like the Volkswagen Vento, its cousin. Leather seats, really impressive. Height adjustable belt, height adjustable driver seat, center armrest with some space to keep some stuff. Card holder, traction control button can be seen here. This is the climate control, works really well. It's keeping us chill in the warm weather here in Mumbai, quite well. You've got cruise control. Sadly no push button start, no keyless entry and go. The touchscreen here is something to be desired because it's not the best. It's a very aftermarket unit. It is quite good but could have been better, but at the price point that you're getting, we expect it to it to be a little bit better. But nevertheless, it's a touchscreen. It has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto along with all the connectivity options of Bluetooth or USB and everything. You can keep cup holders here which are adjustable as well, so that's quite neat. And like I told you, door pads are very big. The overall quality is quite impressive. The seats are very supportive and the steering wheel is also leather clad. This handbrake is although still plastic. The gaiter here of course is leather. And yeah, that's the front and the features list. You do get, as you can see right now, a reversing camera which is of quite high quality, and the audio system also does sound good, but it's limited to the speakers are very limited. The only the max volume you can reach is only 30 and it's not loud enough. Let's get into the back. Sitting behind my driving position, this seat is actually pushed all the way back, and what you can see, I still have knee room, very good leg room. Headroom very generous. You've got cup holders here, 12 volt sockets so you can charge multiple items. This seat is also pushed all the way back and still it has a good amount of space. You've got headrest here, an armrest in between, and yeah, that is it. Got a coat hanger here and here. The door pads though here are a little more slimmer. Let's get in the boot, and as you can see, it's a carnivorous boot, almost 500 liters, a lot of space to keep a lot of stuff. Loading lip is slightly high, but I think that is manageable. You get reversing sensors at the back, but sadly not at the front. This segment has started to get that. In terms of safety, you get 4 airbags, ABS, CBD as standard. Dual airbags are standard, though for the other 2 airbags are of course on the top variant, not on the base variant. And like we said, let's concentrate on the driving part. So we are finally driving the 1 liter TSI motor with the automatic gearbox. And what does it feel to drive? Well, to begin with, this is one of the most quickest and seamless torque converters in this segment. Of course, torque converters have been there in the Indian market for quite a lot of time. These also join that bandwagon, and while being very good at it, because the shifts are very smooth, very seamless, and most importantly quite quick. So the enthusiast like us also is quite happy with this gearbox. I think it shifts up quite quickly, and while overtaking, let's say between 80 to 120, the gear shifts downshifts rather quickly as well. So it's not lightning quick like the DSGs of the past that we were used to, but then it's still fast enough, and one of the best torque converters that you can get your hands on. And of course, the engine also has to be praised, because it's a 1 liter 3-cylinder motor which behaves like a 1.6 and gives you a lot of low end power and a lot of mid-range torque. And in fact, it has a good amount of top end as well. Despite the layout of the engine, it's just a 1 liter 3-cylinder motor. It can do 120, 140 all day long in given whatever the road conditions and the speed restrictions that you have in your area. So it can do all of that really well and all day long. In terms of fuel economy, well, we've been getting let's say 12 kilometers to the liter in city and slightly on the highway. On the expressway, of course, it went to 14.5, which is quite impressive given we were doing 100 to 120 all day long, and those are respectable figures for a powerhouse like this, which is really well refined as well. The NVH levels are spectacularly well controlled. The road noise is also well in check. Wind noise is bare minimum, and all of that makes driving a pleasure in the Skoda Rapid, because it is quite comfortable. It keeps you annihilated from the external traffic and wind noise and road noise to a very large extent when compared to its rivals as well. So it's not a very old car, and it doesn't score high on most things. These are, of course, cars that have been made a long time ago, but they still are quite relevant and quite accomplished in most areas. And in terms of driving dynamics, I think Skoda Rapid as always feels very good, and the steering weight and feedback is very impressive through the corners and on the highway. It's light, it's precise, and in the city, and weighs up on the highway also quite well. I like the steering, like I said, in the corners. It provides a good amount of feedback, and that's what we look forward to all the time. Brakes are also quite good. The pedal bite is very impressive. It comes to a halt from all speeds in no time, and yeah, I guess the body roll is well in check. Changing lanes, highway stability, spot on at any given speed, and that's the reason you would buy the Skoda Rapid, because it still feels very solid, very punchy to drive. Be it on the highway, in the city, it just feels perfect. This is, of course, the enthusiast choice in this segment. Of course, it does not have the features, and the pricing is slightly higher, but then we all know there are discounts available most of the time to make that deal even sweeter. And that's what makes the Skoda Rapid a consideration in this segment over rivals which have much more features and a lot of engine gearbox options for you to choose from. But then this engine and the manual or the automatic is going to impress you at first go, and this is going to end up being your choice if you love driving. And with the sweeter deal, you will definitely end up being quite happy. Skoda also has now improved its service and extended the warranties, and in fact the service centers are also popping up in major cities at prime locations. So I think Skoda is taking care of a lot of things for the consumer. Finally, their after sales support has the support that has come from the after sales team is spectacular, and a very big turnaround. It's so good that we are seeing a lot of change in that aspect, and for the good. In fact, customer on social media also are saying good things about it, and we're also hearing quite good things about the same. So that's what we're telling you here. The Skoda Rapid, the enthusiast choice. If you're not into a lot of features and gimmicks, well, you could still opt for this car and be very happy. It's a nice, solid, safe, reliable car that you can look forward to and enjoy driving as well. I think that is it. Thank you so much for watching our video. Make sure you like it. Still have some comments, questions, put them in the comment box below. Subscribe to our channel. Follow us on social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. And thank you so much for watching. Goodbye. See you next time.